Hey guys, how's it going? Recently I tried speedrunning the crafts room for the first time, and here's how that went. If you like the video, consider subscribing, join the community on Twitch and Discord, links to both of those are down below. So to clue you in on my objective, there are 6 different bundles. 4 of them are seasonal forage, which means you go and pick up 3 or 4 things in each season, and then there's the last 2, which are a bit trickier. One of them is the construction bundle, meaning I need almost 200 wood, 100 stone, and 10 hardwood. The hardest part about this one is getting a copper axe so that you can even obtain the hardwood. The last one was where the real time loss and time save came from in these 3 runs I did. You need to get 5 of any of these objects. And at the beginning I didn't really have an optimal route. You could either get coconut, cactus fruit, cave carrot, red or purple mushrooms, maple syrup, oak resin, pine tar, or a morel. So keep in mind that I had to get 5 of those, and that's where the time save really happened. And so after making a pretty simple route, I just started the run, and off we were. The first thing you have to do is sleep until the end of the season. Now, I was trying to wake up around the 26th, which was a Friday. The reason for this is forage on your farm stays for the whole season, whereas regular forage disappears every Sunday. So, by sleeping till the end of the season, we were able to let it build up so there'd just be a ton of it. Also, I managed to get a morel, which is why I went on the forest farm, and so that's one of the exotic foraging items down. On top of that, I spent my spring day getting a few materials like wood and stone, and I also tried visiting the traveling cart. This is where some luck gets involved, and I'm just looking for anything part of the exotic foraging bundle, which unfortunately I didn't find. After that, I just slept until the 26th of summer. Also, this forage made a ton of money, and I didn't capitalize on it. We'll get to that later. So when summer rolled around, I just gathered all the forage that I needed. I went to the traveling cart again and was once again unable to get anything from it. In fall, I actually got super lucky because I didn't realize that purple and red mushrooms would spawn here, so that's 2 more items from the exotic foraging bundle down. I also tried checking the traveling cart again, but once again I found nothing, so I just decided to give up on the traveling cart and try other stuff. I also finally triggered the community center cutscene and accidentally forgot to go and actually read the plaque, so that was unfortunate. This just meant that when I woke up for the winter day, I had to go and read the plaque, sleep, and then talk to the wizard the next day, and then go look for winter forage. Once I'd done that, I just started donating a few items, and what I also didn't take into account is that when you complete a bundle, you get a reward. And it turns out these sell for a lot of money, which once again, I just didn't capitalize on. Mostly. I did end up buying enough copper ore so that I wouldn't have to get any from the mines, which is actually a ton of help. But other than that, I just had to chop away at wood and stone to finish the construction bundle, forge some copper bars, and then to get all the stone I needed, I had to go to the mines to pick it up. A while later, I picked up copper from Clint, you'll figure out why in a minute, and realized I didn't even bring my axe to upgrade it, so that was unfortunate. Part of my strategy was also to get to level 3 foraging so that I could build tappers to tap trees for their resin or tar, and this obviously wasted a ton of time. So after doing another round of donating, I upgraded my axe, built myself a couple of tappers, and tapped a couple of trees. Unfortunately, only one gave me a substance. The other one just would not give it to me, and I think it's because we were in winter. But when I looked over the bundle, I realized I only needed 1, so it wasn't actually a problem. So after finally getting the hardwood using my copper axe, I donated the last few things, got the rewards, and after this cute cutscene where the Junimos just kind of talk about how grateful they are, there's a flash, and that's the end of the run. While in between runs, I realized that these rewards could sell for a lot of money. And so after thinking for a minute and doing some calculations which were ultimately wrong, I decided to boot up another run and go for it. There were a few big differences here. First of all, I activated the community center cutscene in spring and also went to read the plaque right away. This meant that while I was already going down to the traveling cart during summer, I could go to Willie's. Speaking of the traveling cart, I found a coconut, which is amazing because that's one item from the exotic foraging bundle down, and a cactus fruit. So yeah, that's 2 items down. All I needed still were the 3 mushrooms that would spawn on my farm. And of course this time around I really routed getting and selling my rewards so that I could get things like the copper that I needed and more. You'll find out later what I got. But this is where I made another giant mistake. Can you see it? Alright, just in case you missed it, I was an idiot and didn't grab a blackberry in fall. Yeah, I just went to bed, didn't even realize. Bet that won't come back to bite us. But anyway, now that I had some money, I went to Robin's and just bought all of the wood and stone that I needed, which cut out a huge amount of time. So then I gave Clint my axe and then slept all the way till fall to get the blackberry. And unfortunately, the trees had grown. This was a giant problem for obvious reasons. I was soft-locked. I couldn't get out. I tried using my pickaxe to see what I could do, but I just couldn't go anywhere. So I reset the run and tried again. I wasn't as lucky this time around with the cart. I found one thing in spring, and then when fall rolled around, I was able to pick up a coconut, so I just needed those 2 and the mushrooms. On top of that, I made sure to grab a blackberry and check that I had every foraging item I needed before I ended a season. Also, I learned that the Autumn's Bounty is just worth a lot of money. Who would have thought? And so I was just able to once again buy all the materials that I needed, except of course for the hardwood, which we got pretty much last. And so after donating the last few items, and of course picking up the last couple of rewards, that was it. The run was over. And so between my first and third attempts, I was able to save nearly 20 minutes of time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you have a fantastic day.